So what is happening, and more important, why? I'm joined from New York by Peter Zalmayev. He's director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative. It promotes democracy and the rule of law in post-communist societies. Welcome to the Hub. Who is behind what's happening at the moment in Kyrgyzstan?
Well, while the inter-ethnic tension between the two groups has been simmering on low burn ever since 1990, the first such outbreak between the two groups that cost hundreds of lives, it is becoming increasingly apparent that a third force with a clear political agenda may be behind the events today.
Okay, well, who is that? Who is that force?
All the signs are pointing toward the involvement of the disgraced former president Kurmanbek Bakiyev and members of his clan.
What about this worry about the regional tension that is being stirred by this? Are there outside forces involved as well?
At this point, we do not see any signs of that, though this conflict is dramatically escalating and is reaching epic proportions. There's currently over 80,000 refugees, mostly women and children, who have crossed the border over to Uzbekistan, threatening to destabilize the regime of President Islam Karimov there.
Right. Well, let me ask you about what former President Bakiyev has been doing. How has he been fomenting this?
Well, we hear, first of all, a taped phone conversation has recently been made where his son and one of his brothers are heard discussing ways to foment the unrest and to try to discredit and topple the current interim government. In fact, the mayor of Osh yesterday stated that one of the former president's nephews is involved in the events, directing one of the gangs of violent, well-armed, muscular thugs who have been bursting into homes, raping, hanging, and shooting defenseless civilians.
2 months after the popular uprising and President Bakiyev was technically deposed along with most of his government, what is the state and the status of the security apparatus?
Well, the security apparatus has been dismantled, and I believe this is one of the crucial mistakes that the interim government has made by dismantling the existing security structures. Not only that, but also by firing most of the diplomatic corps. It finds itself, as a result, at the moment, unable to either quell the violence and restore order to the country, or to communicate its needs to the outside world effectively.
Peter Zalmayev, Director of the Eurasia Democracy Initiative, thanks for joining us live
Thank you.
from New York City here on The Hub. Now, let's move on with business.